You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's Jonathan and welcome to Masters in Trading Live. I get on here live every day the market's open, and whenever we get over 150 likes, which we were getting them 15 days in a row, but all of a sudden I stopped asking for likes and we stopped getting likes. We need 150 likes, guys, and we'll get a wing dinger of a trade out to you tomorrow. This past week we had 110 likes. So right now the market's moving. I'm actually pretty stoked that we're getting on live right now because a lot of times we get on live and nothing's really going on, but right now the market's moving. So I want to show you exactly what to watch. Right now, you can just watch one thing. It's Thursday afternoon. It's Thursday morning, right? We want to watch the VIX of the VIX. Ticker symbol VVIX. I'm going to take you over to the screen because this is by far the most important thing for us right now. This is what's moving the market. So for those who like to speculate on the market during the day, this is what you need to watch for. The market will not turn until this turns. It just won't. So here's what we got. It's the VVIX, just two V's, VVIX. What's it been doing? Since its opening today, it's just straight up. The market is not going to rally with the VVIX going straight up. If you want to play for a rally, be disciplined, be patient, and wait until you get a sell-off, and then you could play for a rally. That's a pretty prudent trade, but I would not play for the upside until this thing settles down, okay? Really, really important. I wanted to start with that because it's really, really important. Ryan, heck yeah, bro. Look at this one, guys. We have been trading ALB. We've been crushing it in ALB. James in our Discord said he's made over 200K trading in ALB. But ALB, a lithium trade, it is just flying higher. I love getting long ALB, staying long ALB. We saw some unusual options activity earlier in the week, and it's just a phenomenal, phenomenal move in lithium. So Ryan, heck of a freaking trade. Ryan locks in 1,000% on a December 120 call, in for $67, guys. Out for $670. That is a heck of a return. All right, pressing forward, guys. Today I want to talk about gold and silver. I want to talk about the metals. Yesterday I shared this, and I shared this because SLV yesterday, when I did our MIT Live, it had 20 million options that traded. It was 20 million yesterday when I hopped on live. Little laggy, little laggy. It ended the day 37 million that they bought into silver. Sorry, my pen's a little laggy, but 37 million. So somebody's out there in silver. Somebody's looking at silver. I want to show you this. This is gold. No, this is not. This is out of order. I'm going to come back to this chart. I'm going to come back to this chart too. Here is gold and silver. Okay, lots of lines here. Now these are just going to be volatility lines, and this is the market. When the market gets up to the volatility lines, it has a tough time getting through. Here, it got to the volatility lines and then sold off. Gold, kind of right back to that same volatility level, selling off a little bit, but we are seeing that gnarly, unusual option activity in silver. So should we be bearish metals? I don't think so. I don't think so, because here's why. Here's two charts. Gold versus silver is going to be my light blue. My purple is going to be gold versus copper. If we wanted to get long the blue, we would buy gold and then we would sell silver. That would get us long here. If we wanted to get short here, we would sell gold This is gold. And so these two, we would sell gold and we would buy copper. So this is buying copper. And then this is selling silver. Sorry, my penmanship, I'm writing with a mouse. But literally, these two, they've been broken apart since 2022. If you wanted to play for them to come back, you would sell gold and buy gold, so those would cancel out. The way to do this trade is you would actually sell silver and buy copper. Now, I don't want to sell silver. I don't want to sell silver, especially after all that unusual options activity yesterday. I'm actually a little bit bullish silver. But what does this chart show? It shows that copper is unbelievably inexpensive relative to silver. This was the most expensive the spread's ever been. It sold off. It came right back up. So what does this tell me? This tells me that copper is really, 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 really cheap. Okay? So again, if we wanted to take advantage of this chart, going back to here, and if we wanted to take advantage of this chart right here, the way that chart comes together is selling silver, which I don't want to do, and buying copper. I do want to buy copper. Now, we have a divergence program. A divergence program is what you're seeing here. Gold versus silver, gold versus copper, silver versus platinum. Throughout every step of my career, I've traded some kind of divergence. I started trading NASDAQ against the S&P. Then I traded bonds. I traded 5-year against the 10-year against the 30-year. When I traded as a market maker trading options, I would trade volatility, relatively neutral. Delta, relatively neutral. So every trade throughout my career has been some kind of divergence trade. In our divergence program, we share trades just like this. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share a trade for our divergence program to get long copper. Why? Well, when we find these trades in divergence, we've had 33 total positions. We have a 70% winning percentage, 27% average gain per position, and we hold these for about 70 days. This is our divergence program. It is a very, very high risk trade when they present. You can see we trade at 70% on here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to find a way to get long copper. Here is the cash price of copper. The cash price of copper, last trade, 513. Look how strong copper is. But I just showed you how weak copper is relative to silver. We want to get long copper. That's the trade. And what I'm going to do with the divergence program is I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to get long copper. I'll give you one more chart for those who want to follow the stock and not necessarily do the options. Here are a bunch of copper stocks. We have FCX, Freeport-McMoRan. We have Rio in green. We have BHP in purple down here. Going back to 2023, they are all highly correlated. If you just look at these as one line, look at these like copper. And if whatever's not staying on that one line, that's going to be a trade, right? Trades. Why is just one getting over its skis relative to the others? It comes back. It comes back. It comes back. Well, what I'm going to do right now, guys, whenever we get over 150 likes, I'm always going to share a trade. But right now, I got to jump off to those in our divergence program, and I'm going to share a trade exactly how we're going to get long copper. For those watching, if you're not part of our community, paper trade copper, get long copper. Find some ways to get long copper because copper right now is unbelievably inexpensive. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to hop off right now. We are jumping on here every day the market's open, 11 a.m. Eastern time. All right, All Access, you guys hang tight. We'll be right back. Hey guys, what's up? So we're going to get on for All Access, but Chris Warder is going to clip this and share it with the Divergence program. Okay, I will have the All Access